Yo, 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 what's good, Brodies and Bays? This is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 47. No DJ Avo today to fuck that up. But this is where you come for your fantasy football needs and to chop it up about the latest NFL news. You see without Avo messing it up, I got that intro down pat. I am Dynasty Bro Dot here with my co-bro.
You got Dynasty Bro Vic. What's up, everybody?
Hey, I just want to let you know the whole preparation before you actually hit live, all that shit be funny. Y'all should have seen Vic adjusting his hat and doing all the cool nigga stuff, man, just to make sure he right, man. But we good. We money.
We good, man. We good.
I like that t-shirt you got, bro. It's fire.
Right on, man. I don't know if y'all can see it all
It's
the way
being
with the.
blocked right now, man.
Hold up, man. Let me fix that, man. Yeah. We
Trash
can.
Slayer.
Hey,
All
we
right.
talk. I was gonna
Yeah,
say we.
that's
Oh, okay. You got it, man. Hey,
I
but
was about I was about to say that your t-shirt is perfect because that's actually what we're doing today. Got a mock draft for him, man. And we already did a rookie draft because we knew it was rookie season. Everybody was excited about that. So we wanted to wait this one out. We want to do a real full out draft just so you can help build, we can help people with their roster construction. We actually got some emails about that. And, we got to get the people what they want. So we're actually going to draft from separate spots, separate teams. Me and Vic been doing a lot of coaching and stuff lately. And I know we're tired of that shit. So he gonna draft his own team. I'm gonna draft my own team. Shout out to the Scott Fishbowl in our team. Shit's fire.
Team Fire.
Yeah. So, but before we get to the mock draft and the fire shit, I just want to let everybody know. Still got the what's the word? We still got the hood TMZ with Dynasty Bro Vic. So now we jump it off, bro. If you ready, give them what they want.
Yeah, let's get into it, man. So let's start with the Washington Skins. Well, I guess they're the football team from Washington. They don't have a name at the
Yeah.
moment, but they are going to be officially changing their name. So that word came out officially yesterday. They put a statement out. So Dan Snyder and Coach Ron Riviera, they're working on a new name. So we'll see what comes out of that. But I'm glad to see that. So
True. And then I can stop messing it up, bro. I knew I was the only one that was still using the slang term that is not right to be using. So shout out to the team in Washington, changing it, revamping everything. Man, I'm interested to see what they coming up with. You got any ideas?
I've been seeing like the
Yes.
red, yeah, I've been seeing like the red tails float around on social media. I also saw the Washington Natives. I actually like the Washington Natives just because you could let's pay homage to the Native American community. At least with that name, I think that would be appropriate. I don't find that offensive. Hopefully, I'm not crossing any
I'm
boundaries
not
with
even
that.
I'm not even jumping into that because I don't
Yeah,
know what's messed up and what's not.
yeah. Are we like going two steps forward, one steps back, going from skins to natives? I don't know, but you got the Washington Nationals, you got the Wizards, you got the Mystic. So we'll see.
The Rangers. What
Yeah,
about the Rangers? That sound kind of cool, like Power Rangers.
I don't know. I'm gonna let them figure it out.
Yeah,
Our
bro.
our coach don't have that issue, so we good.
Red Robins.
That too. Logo could
That's the last one.
be a hamburger or some shit. So that works. But let's keep it pushing. So shout out to Bleacher Report. Of course, last week we talked about Deshaun Jackson and his controversial posts that he had out there, and Julian Edelman reached out to him, wide receiver for the Patriots. Basically, Julian he comes from a Jewish background, so he is Jewish, and he basically just extended a arm out to Deshaun and say, "Hey, let's take a trip to the Holocaust Museum in D.C. and also let's visit the African American museum as well in DC, and let's have some hamburgers and drinks and just talk about our experiences." So I thought that was dope for Jules to reach out, to take the conversation a step further to actually take some action.
True that, man. Shout out to Julian, man. He seems, besides his car thing recently, he seems like a
Yeah,
pretty stand-up guy in general, man. It seems like his teammates love him and he's a hard worker. He's a good guy. I'm glad he reached out and just tried to help somebody make something right. So shout out to Julian.
yeah, and also we do want to give Deshaun some bail. He did speak with a Holocaust survivor earlier in the week, so he's going to visit, one of the concentration camps. So he's planning to make that trip. I don't know when, given the pandemic, but looks like Deshaun is definitely trying to, right that wrong. So
True that. True that.
All right, let's keep it pushing. A couple more things, then we'll get out of here. As far as with the news, so of course the NFLPA, so the NFL Players Association, they are actually discussing a date where players can decide if they want to opt out for the 2020 season. So I know there's a push to see if we're even going to have a season, but we also have to be mindful of there may be some players who might not be comfortable with even stepping onto the field. So don't be surprised if that happens. Given these guys have families and friends, and if they're going out there risking their health, you can't be upset at guys who want to protect their health as it relates to being around their family and friends. So, what are your thoughts on that, Dot?
Look, man, I don't blame anybody that wants to sit this out, man. That it's serious. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's not a real thing. I know I spoke for myself, and I was just like, hey, we're gonna have to get to a point where we're gonna have to learn how to live with it, and just be safe and cautious. But at the same time, there are people out here dying, and people have kids that they have to be around on an everyday basis. So I get if you don't want to go risk your life and your loved ones like that to play a sport. I know it's your career, but it's still your life. So I get it. So I'm on both sides. I hope we have a season because I love this sport. I love talking about it. And but I get it though.
Yeah, and luckily we got the NBA who's testing out the bubble situation. Of course, like Russell Westbrook, he tested positive recently, so hopefully NFL is taking a page from their book as far as seeing how they handle superstars and really any player in general. Testing while being in the bubble. So yeah, we definitely can model and take a page from the NBA while they pilot this,
Mm-hmm.
this journey. We'll call it that. So. While we're on that topic too, shout out to NFL Update. Saw this on Twitter as well. So Oakley, they normally make visors for the guys, but they're also creating some mouth guards. So I'm not sure how effective that'll be because of course there's still holes in the mouth guards, but they're shipping those out to teams for players to test. For me, I mean, you got linemen that are like 6'7", close to 7 feet tall, and you got skilled players who are like 5'10". So if I'm in a huddle, 7 footer standing over me, I mean, spit and stuff can still come out technically. So I don't know how effective the mouth guard is going to be, in my opinion. So, but we'll see.
Hey, they gotta try something, bro. So I ain't mad. I ain't
Yeah.
mad.
All right, man. Let's close it out with one last thing. So, of course, I'm a big Madden player. They just released the 99 Club, or at least they're releasing it day by day on Twitter. But we actually got a sneak peek of the 4 players who made the 99 Club. So it's 2 defensive players and 2 offensive players. I'm gonna give you the defensive players, and then one's a QB, and then another one's a running back. So I want to see if you can guess who made the
I'm gonna be
99
able to
Club.
get the QB running back. I already know that.
All right. So on defense, we got Aaron Darnold, well deserved, probably the best football
I
player in
would
the
have
entire
guessed that
league.
too.
Yeah, and then we also got Stephon Gilmore, so corner for the Patriots. Shout out to
Although
them.
although Devontae Parker was giving him some work last year.
He
My
did.
bad. My
No, that's
bad.
true. He did. So maybe he need to be a 98 because Fitzmagic was throwing it to him.
Fitzmagic.
Hey, Fitzmagic won me a championship last year, man.
Shout out to Fitz, bro.
I almost messed it up. It was between him or Mitch. I decided to bench Mitch. I started Fitzmagic against New England. Don't be scared of these defenses, man. So brought it home, bro. So all right, man. 2 guesses, man. So who's
Pat
the
Mahomes,
QB?
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, man. Easy, right? That's easy. No brainer. So that's it, man. That's the
Hey,
99
wait,
Club.
don't leave
Go ahead.
yet. That's without cheating because I don't pay attention to Madden stuff. But I did see this. This was more interesting. Saquon's only a 92, something like that.
Yeah, I think 91, 92. They actually had him at an 89, and then I think they corrected it because Twitter was
Yeah.
like going up on him. So
And Kamara is a 88.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I know we're gonna do our Madden redraft episode. So it's the episode we do every year, just to kind of see how the top 5 players align with redraft rankings. So, and we got to see who got 83 hands.
Yeah, bro. Do you think Saquon is that far off of Christian, bro? That's kind of, man, come on, bro.
I mean, I feel like Saquon should be at least a 93, 93, 94.
Do you know who's a 93? The second best running back? I've seen this too.
Who's the 93?
Derrick Henry is the second best running back in Madden.
I think he should be a 93. I think that's fair. That's valid. I think Saquon should be a 93, 94.
That's crazy, bro. I just seen that. I was like, damn, they that far off of Christian. But yeah, that's just some sidebars I seen.
Yeah.
So
That's all I got for what's the word, man. So That's that, man.
All right, look. Before we get into roster construction, I want to talk about Jets. Man, this pandemic, I haven't had any Jets, honestly. But you can still call in, check the social medias. There's 5 locations. If you call in, use Bros FF, 20% off your whole order. They have other kind of specials and deals daily. So make sure you get your Jets pizza, Detroit style pizza, Big Sean style pizza. What's the girl that sing "Let Them Try Me"?
Dej Loaf.
Dej Loaf style pizza. You know, all that good stuff, man. So shout out to Jets Pizza. I just want to say that.
All right, and I just want to say while we're on that topic, man, be sure to subscribe and follow us everywhere. So I just dropped, the link in the chat for those who are watching live. Let me see if I can find the banner real quick where you guys can follow us live. We'll get that going too. So follow us everywhere, social media, streaming sites. Be sure to subscribe and rate the podcast. Also leave us some feedback. So 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars don't matter. We're going to run a contest here pretty soon. We're going to be giving away a Lamar Jackson jersey from NFLshop.com. So look out for that contest details coming up here in a couple of weeks. So subscribing to the podcast and following and really giving feedback. Those are going to be some ways to get your entries in. So
it's moving. Yeah, and where can they follow you at, bro? On top of the main pages.
Yeah, at Chief Sosa FF. Hopefully, I don't have to change my name. Given the Skins got to change their name.
Man, we didn't think that out, bro.
Yeah, man, I might have jumped the gun, man. Hopefully, well, look, if they come at me, I'm gonna say, you know what, my word, like the name Chief, it's the adjective, not the noun. So, like, the chief dish, like the main course. So that's how I'm gonna play it. Swing it.
You gonna have to 3 more weeks, man. They're gonna be changing his name, bro. It's all bad. My nigga, the P Diddy of this fantasy shit, man.
Damn,
they don't even get it.
Can I do Chief Diddy or am I going to be Diddy FF? Diddy FF? I might be Diddy FF, bro. If I got to change my name, I'm ready, man. Hey, I'm preparing. I'm making my arrangements.
At least you gave a heads up so they can know where they switched it to, where to follow you at. So follow them at Chief Sosa or at Diddy Sosa.
Diddy Sosa FF. I feel like DJ Avo, man. Got 4 damn names. We'll see, man. Hopefully my name is safe. I know the Cleveland Indians, they better watch out, and also the Indianapolis Indians. So,
oh man, that might be happening next.
Yeah, so Chief Sosa, that's a small fry at the moment, man. I'm good.
So. Yeah, please follow my guy, man. He's working, and he belongs on Twitter. And if you don't follow him on Twitter, you're missing out. Follow me. I'm going to be the one that make this Instagram thing cool, man. We're plotting, man. If you have any ideas of how to boost Instagram for the fantasy football lovers and stuff, man, give us some advice, give us some pointers, because that's what we want to do, man. We want to try to find a way to make Instagram pop when it comes to fantasy football. So follow Dynasty Bros FF on Twitter, follow Dynasty Bro Dot on Twitter, follow Dynasty Bro Dot on Instagram, all of that. So yeah, I don't remember Avo shit, so I'm not about to try it.
Yeah, go to Dynasty Bros FF on Twitter. Everybody's handles is in the profile, so
that's the way to find Avo. All right, so do you know the guys? Does he have a Twitter name or name that sent you the main email about help with roster construction and stuff?
No, I don't. But shout out to Charlie. So we had someone reach out, and he was actually interested in this topic. So we appreciate you reaching out, giving us this topic. So yeah, we're gonna go in on that. Pretty much a couple episodes ago, we talked about the secret sauce a little bit. Getting your 3 wide receiver ones. So we're just going to go through in a mock draft and give you guys some tips and tricks, and also some common mistakes that we see when it comes to building out your roster. So that's what it comes down to. So we're actually going to drive in the sleeper app, man. So if you're ready, Dot, we can get that going right now.
So I'm about to go ahead and click on this and hit join all over again. And we agreed that we wouldn't do anything early because it's kind of easy right now. So we're going to avoid the first few picks, the ones that we pretty much understand. We're going those top running backs and give or take Michael Thomas. So this is a dynasty joint. You want to we're running with the 1 QB setting, just the standard 1 QB.
Actually, I have it for 2 QBs.
Oh, that's even better, bro. Lock me in. All right, so look, Pick somewhere between 6 and 12, bro. Just feel comfortable, and let's not try to get back to back, man, because we want to be spaced out, not sniping each other, be able to talk these out.
Yeah, that's
So
cool. I'm gonna go with the middle, so I'm gonna go with the 1-7. I know usually the middle is like one of those spots where guys and gals usually hate or dislike. A lot of people are usually even trading out of that spot and trying to get future picks. So I'm gonna take the middle spot, man, and show you guys you can still do some work from right there.
okay, I'm gonna lock myself into the 111, so I'm not just getting straight back to back. I would like to be seeing what that person does on the back to back and be able to talk that out too, and just give a point of view from a guy going into what he needs to do on a turn. So I've been claiming the 111 for myself, bro.
All right, that's cool. So before we get into this, man, like talk to me about your general strategy. What's your approach? I mean, do you care about where you drive from, or do you just let the draft come to you? So talk me through your thought
Um,
process.
I never care where I draft. If you ask me if I care, I don't care. If you ask me a preference, I can pretty much say I don't care because I can tell you, hey, I would love to pick early and get one of those stud running backs and lock that in because they just score different. But I can also sit here and tell you, hey, I can love the back end too, because you can guarantee yourself two studs that either, you can lock yourself into a dominant quarterback and change your different approaches in a two quarterback league, lock yourself into two running backs. I like to talk my strategy out as it comes, but I
Okay.
pretty much don't care about draft position, bro. What about you?
I'm the same, man. Like, I'm in enough leagues to where I don't had the 101, 102. I don't had the middle picks. I didn't had the back to back on the turn. So, yeah, I mean, my advice would be definitely be comfortable with being uncomfortable and just draft from anywhere, and just let the draft fall to you. So, that's really my approach. I will say this: my general strategy is I like to go young vets. So, what's a young vet? Someone who's been in the league for 3 to 5 years. These are guys who are still young as it relates to dynasty, but also they will be around, hopefully for the next 5 to 8 or maybe 10 seasons. So that's one of my general strategies. I try to target young vets, not to say I don't grab any older vets who are 30, 31, because who can pass on a Julio Jones, right? So he's an elite talent. So one mistake I do see, a lot of people do get caught up in going young and sophomores and rookies. So you can put yourself behind the 8 ball really quickly going so young that you don't have a foundation to make a championship run.
True that, true that. And how many rounds we shooting for this? I think it says 14.
Yeah, we'll probably just
That's a,
go 11. Or I mean, if you want to do the whole
yeah.
14, that's fine. It should be quick. I mean,
I was
it's
about to
all.
say somewhere between there is just it's perfect. You don't want to drag on another 25. That could take forever. But
Yeah.
if we get to a point where it seems like it's going too long, we can start to speed it up. We only have 17 minutes right now though. So
Okay. Another thing I will say, get your running backs early. Just looking at the talent that's out there, that running back depth can dry out early, and there's a lot of wide receivers. So that's another thing I'm keeping in the back of my mind too.
that's my strategy and redraft heavy, take my running backs. But we'll see in this two QB league, man, because the one thing it is hard to do in Superflex is get those stud quarterbacks and lock those in. So we be on the back end, man. We'll see how this turn goes, man. There's some guys that I'm in on, and if I can get some of that, man, I can build some running backs organically later. So let's get that rocking, bro.
All right, man, let's kick it off. I am driving it from my phone.
That's cool, bro.
Let's see if it let me start it. Um, it didn't let me start it. I might have to click on it. Okay. I gotta do it in here since I claimed the spot. Actually, all right. I don't know why it's doing that.
Begin the draft, baby. Somebody on the clock. Man, it's
All
crazy to see how slow my phone going compared to this joint.
right, so that's pretty typical, man. Your Christians go, your Saquons, your Lamar and Pat. Dalvin went. I think he went a little bit early, in my opinion.
Man,
Over
he
the
went
cut.
before Kamara, bro. I've never seen that, bro.
All
Are
right.
people that nervous about Kamara's season last year? That's just simple question.
I mean, I feel like Drew Brees. He's getting older, man. So he's going to have to lean on the run game. Quick passes out of the backfield. So I'm definitely comfortable with Kamara.
And who's your QB1? Because I feel like we've never talked this. Is it Lamar or Pat?
My QB1 is Lamar. I mean, you got a guy, as soon as the ball snaps, he's a rusher. So he has 10 blockers, man. He has an edge, automatic edge. I don't think he'll land a 10-year deal like a Pat, just because his playing style is a little bit more, dangerous, a little bit more risky. But
Yeah.
in fantasy, give me Lamar all day. So, but you can't go wrong with either one.
That comment I agree. I like him 1A, 1B, but that comment you made about playing
Yeah.
style makes me nervous.
So I forgot we are on a 60-second clock, but luckily,
If you need to go back, you can, bro. You want to go back?
no, it's cool because I was actually gonna pick Michael Thomas. So it worked out. Let me see if I can pause the draft while we talk. So yeah, let me talk you through my pick. Now I know I did start off saying get your running backs early, but if Michael Thomas is going to fall to the 1-7, he's what top 4 scorer in all of fantasy points wise. So
Yeah.
why would I pass on that? So given that, definitely get your Michael Thomas. So I'm definitely focusing on running backs these next 2 rounds, given I got Michael Thomas. But yeah, so it actually worked out, man. That's who I was targeting anyways.
Okay, I will say this, man. I just know we talked about running backs, and I know receivers. You get you some nice receivers, but they have hella depth this year. There's 2 quarterbacks I like, man. I'm going to take the first one, and I know he's going through contract issues and stuff right now, but his upside, the pieces they gave him CD on top already having Gallup and Amari Cooper. That's crazy. Dak has the potential to be, I don't know, man. It's Pat and Lamar. He's at least the QB3, like no doubt in scoring. So like I'm going to take him in this 2 QB league, and I think his pieces are always going to be there for years, bro. So as soon as you resume this draft, bro, you about to see me take some Dak, bro. And I'm hoping this other QB I like falls to me, because if I get these 2 to lock in, bro, I wouldn't have to worry about no QB no more, bro. I just start picking up my depth pieces.
All right,
And
back at you.
You don't even got to pause it, bro. I'm gonna take the guy that has the potential to have that Lamar Jackson upside, man. Going into his 2nd year, they just gave him the best receiver in football. I think in real life talent, the best receiver in football. But take Kyler Murray, bro, and to start with a Dak and Kyler stack is crazy to me. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, I like that, man. And going back to the Dak play, because I know we took Dak in the Scott Fishbowl, and we didn't get to nail Andy Dalton, but looks like Dak's going to sign that franchise tag, so he's looking at a guarantee like $30 million. So so we should be fine there. Hopefully they do get him a long-term contract, but I think Dallas wants to see if he can make a playoff run for him. So we'll see, man. I mean, you just never know. Dak could be on his way out of there too after this season. We'll see though. All right. I will say I do need to get me a running back. I'm just peeking though. You still got to scan the board, see what's out there. Of course, your Kittles and Kelseys are out there. These are guys who usually go in the 1st or 2nd round. I'm not usually tight end happy, so I don't mind waiting. But I definitely got to give me a running back. So Joe Mixon, Josh Jacobs, those are the guys I'm looking at right here, or Miles Sanders. Let's see here. Man, let me turn the clock on so I can put some pressure on myself. All right. I'm not going to take the full minute. So I guess, of course, Josh Jacobs, he's expected to have a breakout sophomore season. He had a hell of a freshman year. He's supposed to get more catches out of the backfield. Joe Mixon is Joe Mixon. Of course, he's tied to young Joe Burrow, young offense. They're going to be pass happy. Man. And, of course, Miles Sanders. I do like Miles Sanders. Man, you know what? I'm going to go with Josh, man. I'll take Josh.
My guy Josh, baby. What you mean? That's my guy, man. I'm high on Josh this year, man.
Uh-oh. Mixon might come back to me. And it worked out. Okay. Where did he go? Nah, my bad. He already went. Okay. Well, either way, I had a 2nd guy in mind, so I'm going to go ahead and give me some Miles Sanders. So Mixon already went. So I had 3 guys. So that's another thing, too, I would say with your strategies. Definitely have a couple guys in mind, see who could fall to you back on the turn. So I feel good about this pick, 3-7. I named 3 guys earlier, so let me get some Miles Sanders. I'm good with that.
Okay. So with that being said, there's no way this guy should have failed to me. And I was 100% sure you was going to take this guy. And if you ask me who's who was on the board for the past round that has potential to be a top 5 back going into next year, it's this guy. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go ahead and plant my flag on this guy. Give me some Mr. Jonathan Taylor, man. I know it's, you starting young. Who knows if he'll start early in the season. I'm not really worried about that. Give me the guy that has the best upside and one of the best running offenses. Generational talent, man. So I already got 2 QBs. Um, I'm gonna lock this in, man. And even with me, if I take some running backs early, I'll be able to get some old guys later, man. But give me this talent right here. So you can go ahead and resume, bro. I'm about to take the guy I thought you was gonna take, man. Shoot.
Yeah, I don't want to go that early. You're back up, so let's see what you do.
Um, Honestly, man, I'm probably just gonna pair these two rookie running backs.
Man,
Uh,
that's nice.
Give me the two guys that running back. They do have a timetable when it comes to being in their peak, and I think they can be in their pink suit as they start. These two guys are in two offenses that I love the running backs in, man. So, like I said, man, I can build some older guys later, but give me Clyde Edwards-Helaire, man. That gives me 2 QBs I'm in love with and 2 first-year running backs that can be great in their system. So,
I
yeah,
like
I'm,
that,
I'm with
man.
that.
That's pretty fire. I like what you're building over there. All right, I'm gonna peek at QB, but at this point, I'm punting quarterback. I'll probably target a QB in the 8th or 9th round. I could get another running back, but I don't want to, not at this point. So now I'm looking at wide receivers. Man, so I'm between Allen Robinson, Julio, and AJ Brown. But let me see where Julio's at because I don't want to reach. So let me go to all. So that's another thing too. Keep in mind you could toggle between all. That way you're not reaching. And if I would have scrolled down a little bit, maybe I would have caught on to Jonathan Taylor, but I missed out. But
Bro, I
yeah,
don't see Julio, bro. Julio's already gone.
let me pause the drive. That's another thing too. It's moving so fast. I'm not even keeping up with who already went. Where did Julio go?
Julio's
Oh,
gone.
oh, he went right before me. Man, I gotta pay attention. All right, so right here, I'm definitely between Allen Robinson or AJ Brown. Um, I mean, at this point, let me just make sure I'm not reaching. If I did go for AJ Brown, yeah, I probably
It's not reaching if you want to get your guy, bro.
it's not. But I'm gonna be patient, man, because even if AJ goes, DJ Shark's there, so I'm a gamble. I'm gonna go ahead and get Allen Robinson. I mean, that just makes sense. I think he could have a top 12 season, so we'll see. So let me go ahead and resume the draft. I'm gonna give me some Allen Robinson. I think that'll be fire. So
Is AJ going to fall? How mad you gonna be if AJ don't fall?
I'm not gonna be too upset. I really want him, and it looks like it's gonna work out. All right, 5th round. Yeah, I gotta get my guy. So of course you got DJ Moore here. I know a lot of people like DJ Moore, DJ Shark, AJ Brown. I gotta go AJ Brown. I mean, at this point, I got Michael Thomas, Allen Robinson, and I'm about to get AJ Brown. So again, this is part of that secret sauce we were talking about earlier. I do try to, land 3 number 1 wide receivers in their offense. So of course, Michael Thomas, he's elite. He's number 1 in his offense. Allen Robinson's the number 1. And I'm about to get AJ Brown, who's the number 1 for the Tennessee Titans. So that's the secret sauce right there. Get your running backs early, like I mentioned, driving from that middle spot. So
Well, I can tell you this: the secret sauce is a guy who was a top number 1 receiver anyway last year, and is probably going to keep continuing getting the targets. The secret sauce is DJ Moore this late. Give me that right there. And I see my next guy. I knew he wasn't gonna go. You only who you think I'm about to go, bro? Because I scrolled down. It's probably not who you think I'm about to grab. It's a receiver.
let me see. You going Terry?
Nope. Secret sauce me. Look. I don't know why everybody's still so
Man,
down on my guy, man. One bad season, Big Ben coming back. Look at his first 2 seasons in the league, man. Juju is a fucking stud. I think everybody just forgot that, man. And the man is still younger than some of these sophomores coming out. It's just crazy, man.
you know what?
And I'm building a powerhouse right now, bro.
You are. And I miss Juju, man. Like, I was scrolling down, and he's just a guy that you can easily miss. So yeah, that's a guy that's been falling. He's literally been falling to the fifth or sixth, sometimes seventh round. So yeah, that's on me. But I'm gonna go ahead and get my other guy. So DJ Shark. Again, I'm going wide receiver heavy because there's some running backs I'm going to target late. I don't care about any of these QBs. Let me see what tight ends are out there. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on tight end. I mean, I'm not
It's
panicking
so
there.
many tight ends, man. I am nothing on taking tight ends, bro.
So I got Josh Jacobs, Miles Sanders, Allen Robinson, AJ Brown, DJ Shark, and Michael Thomas. Man, that's some heat right there. All right, let's see what's coming back around to me. I am going to peak at tight end,
Get your peak on, bro.
but I'm good. I'm gonna let it keep falling. Um, all right, man. I gotta get in on this rookie stuff, man. So I'm gonna give me
Yes, let my guy fall to me.
I'm gonna give me some J.K. Dobbins, man. I'm not planning to run him as my number two, or actually my number three, since I have Josh and Miles. I may have to be patient with J.K., but let me get a piece of that Baltimore offense. Who's your guy that fell?
I'm kind of in a spot, bro, where it's like it's so many receivers here. Ah, I'm just gonna do what I want to do, bro. Cause I don't sleeper need to catch up. Cause look, watch these next two plays, bro.
You took Joe Burrow? I'm actually surprised
Yeah,
at that, given you already got two.
bro. His value in a super flex league is I'm starting to get to the point where I'm just taking value. Like, which one of these guys can I get with the 101? Like, if I had to do straight up trades with these people, it's like
Yeah,
I prefer Minshew or Burrow? It's like, I don't know. But I know I'm gonna take this guy right here, just in case you was thinking you was getting a hometown guy. Took me
yeah,
some Terry
that's
to
my guy,
add to that
Terry.
wide receiver that
I do like that Joe Burrow piece though you pick because that allows you to maneuver because you can flip them, get a 21, a 21 first round pick, and then you can start off with a fire team and have two first round picks next year. So you definitely got some leverage there. I like that. All right, so of course I have three running backs and I have four wide receivers. And again, in this league, it's going to be 11 starters. So I'm just peeking. I'm not worried about the QB still. Man, I don't know if I could trust Darius Geis, man, if he's going to be healthy or not. I mean, I
get your
just
guy, get Darius and back him up with AP.
Man, I, I, I don't know if I can do it, man. Let me see where we at though on the ADP. So 80s, we're in the 80, 90 range. Geis is 85. I do like some Rojo. I think I'm gonna go Rojo, man. I know that might sound crazy to some people, but my time's up. Hold up. Let me pause the draft. Let me
It's
pause the
getting out of
draft.
hand,
It's
bro.
getting out of hand real quick. Let me back these picks out. Look at these commissioner powers, man.
You stunned on him. Who
Denzel
they end up
Mims.
giving you? Damn, they gave you Will Fuller.
Yeah, I don't want that guy. Give me you know what? I'm gonna take Rojo. I'm gonna build some more running back depth. Given I took J.K. Dobbins the previous round, so I'm definitely solid with having a Rojo in the eighth round. I know a lot of people are down on him. They're big on Keyshawn Vaughn, but this guy, he's tied to Tom Brady. All these offensive weapons. This is the year he's gonna take that leap. So I think third year's a charm for him, and he's in a contract year coming up. So he has like another year or two left on his rookie contract. So he's got to start balling out this season and next season. So I'm gonna take Rojo. Darius Geis went. That guy probably can't believe he fell, but you can have him for 2 weeks.
Chenault win.
All right, so
Man,
back.
are people look at all those guys, man. Oof.
All right, I will say
So
this: ninth round. This is when I do like to get my tight end. I've been a Higby guy, man, but I've also been coming around to Hurst. But I know people are saying, well, Gerald Everett's going to be coming back, so what is that going to do to Higby? I think Higbee solidified his role, man. So I think he's still going to see his targets. The Rams were like the fourth, number 4 in pass attempts. So they're going to be throwing that ball, man. And they got a rookie running back they're probably going to be running with. So I think I'm going to give me some Higbee here. I'm going to get my tight end. So, but I got to make sure I'm not reaching. You know what? I am reaching. CD Lamb, bro. So how I pivot.
That's a hell of a pivot, bro.
Hey, it be like that. Sometimes you're in a draft, the clock's on you. You talk some shit, and then you got to pivot on the fly. So,
All right, look, this is what I'm about to do. I'm just going with value and how I like to stack my team up.
yeah.
So I'm gonna take both of them running backs because I know how highly I was taking them in rookie drafts. So I just took Cam and DeAndre, bro.
All right. 10th round, I got to get my quarterback. I'm definitely big on this guy, Ryan Tannehill. I got my A.J. Brown Tannehill stack. So he can compete with the Lamars and the Pats. So I'm going to look at quarterback again since I'm in the 11th round. This is usually when I do start to look at QB. Actually, I look at QB in the 9th round. So I actually waited around too late, but I got lucky with the Tannehill, but we'll take it. Let's see here. Man, I'm about to
You
give me
don't
some.
look sexy, do it.
I'm about to give me some Tua, man.
Damn.
Dot thought he's gonna have 2 flips. He's gonna try to
I
end up with
thought
3
it was
first round
sweet. I
picks.
wasn't even flipping, bro. I'm keeping these guys. I ain't tripping, bro. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my guy, get my Judy, and then I'm about to go look at some veterans again, bro. I kind of went rookie fever, but bro, look how everything's falling. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna jump on none of these other guys out there because the guys that can lose value out of nowhere are the guys I don't want. So, what round are we in, bro? I'm definitely not looking.
12th. So 2 more rounds. So you build out your starters, and then you got 3 bench spots you're filling out. So
I took me
man,
some Henry, bro.
I was looking at them. You know what? I don't see the rookie tab on here. I know in the mobile app they give you the. Well, actually, okay, I got to click on that. Let me see what rookies are out there. Oh man, I might give me some Michael Pittman.
All of them, my guy.
Give me some Michael Pittman.
I got 2 guys, so I don't care if you take one of them. I ain't sure.
And of course, I know we're flying through the draft, but we'll go back and summarize our team and
Yeah, we
highlight.
have time, man. We'll get to talk about it.
Yeah. So, let's
Hey,
see.
what's up with you and Chase Claypool, bro? Because you ain't talked about him since draft. That was your guy leading into the draft, man.
Yeah, but this is a startup, so I don't feel like I need to get Chase no time soon. That's a guy I would target later once I start running out of names. But given where we're at right now, I can wait. So all the QBs went. I do need a tight end, so let me go and get my tight end out the way. Man, let me get off this rookie filter. I was getting nervous. All right, I'm gonna take Hayden Hurst. I mean, that's a no-brainer. So I'm glad I didn't reach. I almost reached for Higbee, but I waited. Landed a guy who's supposed to have a top 5 season. We'll see.
Okay, question. Do I have to take a tight end?
Nah, you can punt and get them later or run rookies or
Thank you.
whatever.
All right, because the way it's guys out here, I wouldn't take a tight end. I wouldn't end up with an old guy. Like Jared Cook is still out there.
Yeah.
Shit like that. So I would do something like this first. Give me some Justin Jefferson, the guy everybody's so excited about. And then I'll still give me some Justin Herbert.
All right.
Yeah, we need to talk these drafts and then talk sleeper updates too.
So Big Ben, I do need a quarterback. I'm not going to miss out here. I mean, I'm gonna go with the guy that I'm big on. You guys left him out to die, as he put it. Give me some Cam Newton. So of course I got Tua, and I got Ryan Tannehill, and I got Cam Newton. So that's the draft. It's completed, man. So let's run through our rosters, man, and let's just talk through it. And yeah, we'll just go from there. So Of course, first round. So with the seventh spot, I took Michael Thomas. Then I took Josh Jacobs, Miles Sanders, Allen Robinson, AJ Brown, DJ Shark. I'm gonna pause right there. I have four number one wide receivers, and of course, in this lineup, you have a QB, two running backs, three wide receivers, a tight end, and three flex and a super flex. I think that's 11. If not, take away one of those flex spots. But off top, and my wide receivers, wide receiver one, two, and three, I'm plugging in three number ones. Michael Thomas can give me super flex value. He can compete with a quarterback every week. So even if I didn't have Michael Thomas, if I had Allen Robinson, AJ Brown, and DJ Shark, I'm feeling really good about that. And then let's talk about my running backs. I got Josh Jacobs and Miles Sanders. So I definitely love that. Those are two guys who are going to be sophomores. Both, got a lot of upside. So hopefully they do their thing. But I'm comfortable with that. If not, I'll just draft rookie running backs, for the next couple of years. So my receivers are going to be around for a while. So if my running backs don't work out, I'm good. And I got J.K. Dobbins, Ronald Jones, C.D. Lamb. So these are guys, J.K. and C.D. I'm expecting them to be some generational talents as well. I'm expecting Rojo to take a red shirt junior year leap. We'll call it that, I guess. My QBs, Ryan Tannehill, Tua, and Cam. So, of course, I have to be patient with Tua. But at least I can run Ryan Tannehill and Cam week to week. Even if I am down to one QB with just Ryan Tannehill, I'll plug Michael Thomas into that super flex spot. So I'm good. Michael Pittman, he's a rookie that's going to be competing for, leading the rookie wide receivers in targets and yards and touchdowns. So
Touchdowns for sure.
yeah, he's going to be out there day one. And I got Hayden Hurst. That's a guy who's supposed to have a top five tight end season. So from the seventh spot that guys and gals usually hate to draft from in the middle, they're usually punting and giving away their entire draft or, just to move out or, you can definitely do some damage right there. So. All right, Dot, what you got, man? Recap
That's
the
fine.
team for us.
All right. So look, the way I built my draft out, I probably wouldn't trade anything, even if I would have ended up with Tua. This is one of those teams where I would probably just sit, man. Like I'm too young to be trying to move away from this team. And I feel like I built myself young and can compete at this point. I ended up with Dak, Kyler, and Joe Burrow as my three QBs in a Superflex league. I will give anything to have those three quarterbacks in every Superflex league I'm in. And I ended up with four rookie running backs that I am completely fine with. I think three of them have the pathway to starting right away. And then DeAndre Swift is probably going to start sooner than later, too. I just like carry on, so I just don't want to say that he's going to trump it. But all four of those have the guys to have the chance to be starting week one. Just depends on how shit falls. So I love their talent. You know how early I was taking them in all these rookie drafts. So those four running backs, I'm completely fine. Even if none of them is the for sure number one back come week one, their talent is enough. They're going to take over eventually. Um, I ended up with DJ Moore, Juju as my 1-2 receiver. End up getting a hometown Terry McLaurin as my three. Then I got three rookie receivers after Judy. Well, after I got my Terry, I got Jerry Judy, I got Henry Ruggs, and I got Justin Jefferson. And damn, I forgot. Last pick, I took Justin Herbert. So actually, I ended up with four QBs, man, which you don't have to overstack QBs in the Superflex League, but to get some high end ones, it's hard to get, man. So I actually fucking love this team. I kept loving too many players to pull the trigger on the tight end yet, but there were still guys there. And I'm content having the old guys. We talked strategy in the Scott Fishbowl draft. We talked about guys like Greg Olsen,
Yeah.
Zach Doyle, we talked Jared Cook. So I'm completely fine with those 1 or 2 year guys because rookie tight ends usually don't perform anyway early. So give me the older tight ends. Give me this young ass team. I love it, man. Are we gonna share these on social media?
Yeah, we can. And what I like about your team too, man, you got two rookie QBs and Joe and Justin. Let's say Justin comes out balling, you can flip him for a first. So someone will bite on that. So, or if you want to move Joe, so that gives you more draft capital going into next year's draft class, which is also loaded. So I like what you did there. I think both our teams are fire, man. So
Yeah, I fuck with it.
I'll take your team. I'll take mine. So yeah, that was fire, man. And I do want to, again, recap. So as far as with not being able to, at least with protecting yourself during the draft, you don't want to reach. So make sure you're toggling through the all that way you can see where the ADPs are and where where guys are coming up at. That way you're not overly reaching. There were a couple of times where I almost jumped off the deep end, but luckily, I had that rule of thumb in the back of my mind to peek to toggle back to the all position, so I'm not just looking at all wide receivers and all tight ends. So leverage the queue. Also, something we didn't do, given we didn't have that much time, but leverage the queue as well.
I fuck with it.
All right, I'm gonna stop the share. Now we back over here. 2-man show.
My bad, bro. I'm over here hype. I'm over here already sharing our our draft on Twitter. Let me sit my phone
Nah, you
down.
good, man. You good. Anything
Nah,
else,
man.
man? Go ahead.
Bro, that was a quick in and out, man. I really do think mock drafts are helpful so people can see how we build our teams and how we like this thought process is really important when you're going into seeing these guys coming up, and you need to pay attention to making sure you're always taking value. So I was happy that you got to pick a team, I got to pick a team, so the listeners can actually see how I go through my thought process and how you go through yours. They're still different, man. We can align on a lot of players and a lot of things, but we still have our own ways of thinking. So I thought that was pretty cool, bro.
Yeah, and again, like it's okay to want to go off the deep end. So just find some rule of thumbs to put yourself back in too, man. You got to keep those rule of thumbs. Always look at the ADP so you're not reaching and leaving value on the table. Because when you leave value on the table, I mean, my guy Dot, he's a shark, man. So he's going to clean up on it. I'm gonna clean up on it too. But while I'm looking for that, I'm also potentially, I'm out there throwing some food out to the sharks too. So, but luckily I didn't go off the deep end. I felt like I didn't. So, all in all, I definitely like my team. So,
I fuck with it. All right, so look, that was a quick in and out. Hopefully we can, even if we don't make these full episodes, maybe as things line up a little bit more, we can try to do one more, and maybe pick from early. Me and you both pick from the earlier ends of the draft too. Just do one more, and so we can see how that thought process aligns with there too, picking earlier in the draft. So I think that helped the listeners, even if it's not on the episode. We can try to do it off air. It was pretty quick. Then that'd
yeah,
be cool.
I'm with it. Yeah, and we'll be sure to post these to our social medias too. That way you can see round by round. So, you'll definitely have a reference. So.
Hey, since we got time, man, I don't know if you want to, but you want to talk to our Scott Fishbowl team, bro? I know
Yeah,
this is
we
on the
can.
spot and we didn't plan on this, man. So,
Yeah, let
give
me.
my brother 2 seconds to pull it up. But we actually just basically wrapped up our team, man. And since we got time, I would love to talk it out, man, because I like what we did.
Is it showing?
Yeah, there we go. All right, bro. You start talking this out, bro. Tell the good people what we did.
All right, so just a little bit of rules with the Scott Fishbowl. It definitely favors the tight ends. So it's a tight end premium, and it also favors accurate quarterbacks who actually complete passes. So you lose 2 points for, is it 2 points or 1 point? It might be one or two.
1 point for every incompletion.
Yeah, so your QBs lose a point every time they throw an incomplete pass. So you need your most accurate QBs at the end of the day. So QBs went early, tight ends went early. But I'm shocked this guy fell to us at the 112, maybe because of the contract situation. But we had the 112 spot, so we had back-to-back picks, which works out because when you're co-GMing, I get a pick, Dot get a pick, but we actually were, it wasn't that bad. We actually did pretty good, man. So shout out to our growth in the
Yeah.
co-GMing department. But I was happy to land Dak at the 112, and then we was able to follow that up back to back with Kenyon Drake. Talk to
Yeah.
me, Dot. How do you feel about Kenyon Drake? Because I know there were some other
Um,
backs we could have took too.
yeah, man. It was just one of those things where, I like some running backs, you like some running backs. I think we came to a mutual agreement that, he's playing on a team that has real high upside. Everybody's excited about their offense, a guy that's going to be involved in the passing game, also the rushing game. So there should be a lot of catches, targets for him, man, touchdown opportunity, man. So I just think that when you line up all the other backs that were there, when you think about the target potential and maybe touchdown potential, it just seemed like he checked most of the boxes compared to everybody else. So we kind of agreed that Kenyon Drake's going to have a good year, man. So he's our RB1.
Yeah,
All
and I
right.
like that too because they at least how they leverage that backfield. Arizona's backfield is a workhorse backfield like the Steelers. So
Mm-hmm.
if James Conner's healthy, he's going to be out there. If Kenyon Drake's healthy, he's going to be out there. So to me, that's a sneaky workhorse backfield. And he's tied to Kyler and all those great wide receivers. So those rushing lanes going to be opening up because you got to account for Kyler. And then the passers, the passing lane's going to be opening up too because you got to account for all those wide receivers. So I like it, man.
Um,
With the 312, I can't believe this guy fell, man, to the 312, bro. He almost went to the fourth round if we didn't get him. But give me the number 2 wide receiver in PPR, man. And he would have been number 1 if he didn't miss 2 games. So Chris Godwin,
nah,
that
I
was a
don't know.
no-brainer. You don't
Michael
think so?
Thomas.
I'm
Michael
about to look
Thomas,
that up.
bro. Bro, he
He went
was
too
nowhere
far
near
off.
Michael Thomas though, bro.
Let me double check. I might have to retract my statement. Go ahead and talk through some Chris Godwin
All
though
right.
while
I'll
I look
talk
that
to
up.
because you know I was a Chris Godwin lover, bro. Still am a fan. This is a guy that in this league, it's only half point PPR for receivers, but a guy who will get a lot of first down stuff because he does work a lot of the middle of the field with Tom Brady. He will be doing that, and he racks up a lot of yardage, man. So and he scored, double digit touchdown potential every year probably. So to get him as our wide receiver 1, I think with the criteria of this league, it lines up. And then we got to the point in the fourth round where it was like, bro, we need to take a running back too. And the only thing I kept on telling Vic is out of all the running backs that was there was, bro, I don't know how much I like these other guys, bro. Hopefully I can talk you into the potential. So there was I think we had the Jonathan Taylor talk, and then there was some of just the older guys, and I was just like, bro, in this kind of format, man, let's just shoot for a home run. And he does his due diligence and looking up depth charts and stuff. So shout out to my brother for that. And guess right now he is listed as a number 1, and we could all be wrong. We could be right, but I think I want to be on the end of being right on Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Jonathan Taylor. So we jumped him as being our our running back too. So I was excited about getting him in his upside.
Yeah, he can definitely be a league winner, at his floor at least. So we'll take that, even if we got to wait. But back to the Chris Godwin, yeah, Michael Thomas lapped him by 100 points. So
Bro, Michael Thomas put up a year that came up by
yeah,
him and Christian McCaffrey were that much better than the number 2s in their position, bro. It wasn't even
yeah.
funny.
So even if Chris would have played, he probably still would have left 60 points on the table to Michael
Yeah.
Thomas. So that's cool. I stand corrected. But at the 512, we had to get my guy, AJ Brown. And at that point, there was no pressure since we had a back to back. So there were 2 guys we liked there, Robert Woods, AJ Brown. I think we also could have had Adam Thielen. I know we talked about that, but with the injuries,
Mm-hmm.
that he shown last season, we just wanted to go with guys who we know are going to be out there week to week, hopefully, barring no injuries. So that's why we rode with AJ Brown and Robert Woods, and then we got our Tannehill, AJ Brown stack. So all the QBs were starting to fall off the board. We needed a number 2. It just made sense. He was pretty efficient. So
Yeah. The Ryan Tannehill, my bro Vic called me and was like, bro, we need to get this. I want to get this player. So we took Ryan Tannehill. He likes stacks too. So, the AJ Brown, Ryan Tannehill stack works out. And Vic's been talking upside of Rojo for a little while now. And I just told him out of all the backs that were there, it was like, bro, I like how you've been speaking about him, selling me on him. And we kind of needed to get a for sure third back just in case Clyde doesn't start off with the lead role for some reason. And I do think out of those backs that were left, Rojo has the chance to pretty much be the lead back in his backfield. So we kind of needed to take Rojo, man. So I'm glad we did jump and take him, bro.
yeah, that was a good call. I know I was looking at, I think, another running back or even another wide receiver, but again, sometimes you just got to take a back seat and listen to your co-GM and your co-bro. So that was a good call. And I mean, I should have known better anyways. I am big on Rojo. I just felt like people might have slept on him. I thought we could have waited. Well, actually, no, we couldn't have because between the 801 to the 912, that's a lot of picks. So that was a good call. With the 912, we got our first tight end, so Noah Fant. So that's another guy we're big on, a lot of upside there. He's shown a lot of heavy involvement early on as a rookie and the first round draft capitals there. So, they brought in all these rookie wide receivers. So, and they still got Cortland Sutton, and they brought in Melvin Gordon, who's going to open up the passing laned even more as well out of the backfield.
Yeah,
So I like the Noah Fant call. And then also we got Marvin Jones, man. That's a guy at one point last year, him and Galladay were two top 10 wide receivers at
yeah,
one point. So give me Marvin Jones, man. That's a guy that'll put up 3 touchdowns for you on Thanksgiving, like just random. But he balls, man. Hopefully he can stay healthy.
I know. And then it was cool. We did the double up the next go around because we preach it. We went into this draft talking. Remember when we get to the end of the draft, the premium position, tight end. So tight ends get full point in it's full point PPR for tight ends. And like I told you, the bonus for the first down receptions and first down runs kind of helps those tight ends, man. The sit down guys, the ones that they don't do a lot of super athletic stuff like Jack Doyle. That's why I love Jack Doyle. I think he will get a lot of receptions, man. He plays those sit down kind of, receiving routes. He'll run 10 and stop. So I think he'll get a lot of first downs for the coach this year. And then we went with the upside in Jonnu Smith too. We took two tight ends, and Jonnu has just as good a chance to break out. And every year there's always one or two tight end that just breaks out that you wish you would have drafted or picked up with that first waiver wire go around. So taking our shots on both of those guys are good. Tight ends are the premium in this league. So that was cool.
And we got that Tannehill Johnu stack too. So because he's only gonna throw to either one of them. Other than that, he's handing the ball off, so we good.
I was gonna bring up Corey Davis one of these late rounds, but I just left it alone.
Is that still a thing in fantasy football?
It's it's if Tannehill gonna flourish like that, I don't think it can be all AJ. They don't throw it to the running back.
We'll see, because I know they drafted Darrington Evans, so we'll see if he steps into that Deion Lewis role. Because you can't have Henry out there every play for 16 games. So we'll see, man.
Shit. Hold,
Well, I guess you
hold my
can.
beard. Hold my beard, isn't
He's not
it?
even he's not a workhorse. He's an ox, bro. That's a damn
Yeah, bro.
that's some Oregon
So
Trail shit, bro.
that nigga playing 98% of the snaps, bro.
Man. But so next we got Henry Ruggs, man. I like that pick. I mean, at that point, that's our fifth wide receiver. The draft capital's there. Oakland Raiders are looking for a playmaker at the wide receiver position. So why not, man, take a shot on Henry Ruggs? So we like that. And then with the 14th spot, Duke Johnson, man, this is a guy where we needed some more running back depth, given we've only had 3 RBs at this point. And David Johnson, he stepped into that lead starting role in Houston. But what if he's not healthy? And from the games where Duke had a heavy workload, he looked pretty good, man. So, to us, we see a clear path for Duke. So to me, it just made sense to grab Duke Johnson there.
All right. And then let's get into premium position. Old guy that I was preaching, Greg Olson. And then we agreed that, yeah, hell yeah, we want the tight end and Russell Wilson's offense. And you kept on saying Will Disley. And we damn near almost took both of them.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't a bad play. I just, it probably just worked best for the construction of our team. Just take one that's probably going to start day one due to Will might start on the pup. But Russell Wilson loves his tight ends. He does keep them involved. He always has. So we took some Greg Olson, premium tight end. And we took some Benny Snell, man. You get to the point where it's thin, so you have to try to talk yourself into why you like a person. And James Conner hasn't been hurt. I mean, he hasn't been healthy since he took over. And they do love to do a workhorse back in that offense. But with him staying banged up, you seen Benny Snell came in and was getting the 18 rushes, 20 rushes. And he didn't look that bad, just didn't have any touchdowns. They had no scoring opportunities being a bad offense without Big Ben. But with him back, anything happens to James Conner, man. You'd be surprised what Benny Snell is going to do this year because he is their second best runner after Conner.
Yep, I agree. Now this 17 spot is where we kind of bump heads. I'm not going to tell them who we was, clashing about, but we landed on John Ross. So for John Ross to be our sixth wide receiver on the roster, we'll take that. Of course, he's tied to rookie Joe Burrow, but AJ Green's coming back. Hopefully he can stay healthy. They got Tyler Boyd and of course Joe Mixon and who's your tight end? You said Drew Sample and is it forgot the other tight end, but there is some targets out there that'll be there for John
CJ
Ross. Yeah, that guy. But they didn't take basically he's in a contract year, so I don't know if John Ross is going to be back, but he has to ball out this year. So, given the Ruggs play, the John Ross play, we want a deep threat to complement our wide receivers we got going, especially if Marvin Jones go down if he can't stay healthy. So we're comfortable plugging these guys in.
And John Ross is a good receiver. He's just always fucking hurt.
Yeah. All right, man.
You want
Talk
me
to
to-
us about the next guys.
All right, so like you said, you gotta get to the point where you're convincing yourself why do you like people. And hey, Leonard Fournette had his first healthy season last year, which is cool. I always say you're not injury prone until you're only injury prone until you're not. He played majority of the season last year. He looked good. They involved him in everything, all the running, all the pass downs. It was the Leonard Fournette show. I didn't even know if he was going to be the starting back going into the season. The way they didn't pick up his fifth-year option and bumping heads with the coaching staff and all that stuff. It just looks like, okay, he's not going to be there in 2 years. Who knows what they're going to do in the draft or with these veterans? They didn't do anything. They kept they brought in Chris Thompson, third down back. So yeah, maybe Leonard Fournette gets scaled down a little bit, but they didn't bring a runner in. So if Fournette misses anything, that excitement I had about Armstead going into last year when he got drafted, I still have that excitement, man. So playing behind an injury-prone running back minus last season, he can come in and get all that first and second down work on a team that loves to run the ball. And I think they're going to be a little bit better offense. Just the defense is a little bit worse than being a bad defense it was last year. So take the backup to a guy that's usually banged up. So I like it.
All right, with the 19th spot, we took my guy, Lynn Bowden. He won the Paul Hornick Award. That goes to the most versatile player in the country. So he's a rookie, drafted in the third round by the Las Vegas Raiders. At Kentucky, he played running back, wide receiver, and quarterback. So they're definitely getting a football player. Going back to the mock draft, I was a little hesitant with Josh Jacobs just because he did miss some games. So I know at Alabama he wasn't a full time starter. So given that, maybe taking on a full workload, his body's getting adjusted. So to me, Lynn's the handcuff. I mean, they got rid of DeAndre Washington. They still got Jalen Richard, but Jalen usually comes in on the passing down work. But Lynn, he could definitely step in to that number two role, to move the ball. And if Josh does miss time, I think Lynn's going to be giving those carries, man. So he's an athlete. Why not take a shot? So
All right, so you get to talk about Caden Smith too. Tell him why that's your glory pick.
yeah, this is a pick. At this point in the draft, it's like it's so late. We don't need to have too much conversation around it. So Caden Smith, man, he backs up Evan Ingram. So of course Evan Ingram, he's been injury prone past couple seasons, and I actually went to go look at their splits because I thought there might have been a time where they were both on the field at the same time. But when Evan Ingram went down week 8, Caden stepped in there week 9, and he basically stepped into the Evan Ingram role, getting those 6 to 8 targets per week. So he scored some touchdowns. So this is just a play on if our tight ends don't work out and if Evan Ingram goes down, Caden Smith is our emergency tight end.
But he don't play when Evan Ingram's healthy at all.
We'll see. We'll see though, because I feel like he's shown enough to where they need to, consider playing him. Plus, they got Jason Garrett coming in there, so I think we can get some two tight end sets out of the New York Giants.
When they play 2 tight end sets in Dallas, bro, it was the Jason Witten show for years. It's the Evan Ingram show until he hurt.
All right,
he a dog, bro.
We'll see. We'll see.
Dog.
I still don't think. I still don't think you can just. I feel like Caden showed enough to where he deserves to be on the field. So, all right, let's talk about Jalen Hurts. We'll see. And if Caden Smith ended up being a league winner, I'm gonna hit you with "I told you so."
And if he don't touch the field all season, I'm gonna hit you with a nigga. I told you so.
And I'll take a shot. Nah, that's cool.
You get to talk Jalen Hurts too, man. I want to talk the last guy.
All right, cool. Well, really, man, we wanted Andy Dalton at this spot, just given the Dak Prescott contract situation, but looks like he's going to take the franchise tag, so we should be okay. And I didn't like any other quarterbacks that were out there at that point, so we took Jalen Hurts just because of the draft capital. If the Eagles, are willing to invest a second-round pick, Carson Wentz has been banged up a few times the past couple seasons, but even with Carson being healthy, I still feel like Peterson's going to create some packages for Jalen Hurts. So I think he'll be on the field. So, sort of like that Taysom Hill role. You know, like how Sean Payton schemed him a few plays. So I think we'll see that as well. So he's our emergency quarterback.
And we got another emergency quarterback. But this is my guy though. This is upside out of any other backup QB at the point of this draft. He probably has the most upside because everybody knows Jameis will sling that goddamn ball. Bro, can you imagine if Breeze went down right now and you gave him Michael Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders? Nigga.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about with upside, bro. So Jameis, he might not play all year because Drew Brees ain't just necessarily a banged up ass quarterback because he's smart. But fluky things happen. You had the fluky thumb thing last year. So anything happens and Jameis get to get that field, bro, we probably gonna have to talk ourselves in it, bro. We playing Tannehill or Jameis this week. It's realistic it can happen. So that
Yeah.
was a good play.
Another thing you missed too, and he's throwing to Alvin Kamara, so that should take some pressure off too. Alvin can create, on the short passes and dump off, so that should bail Jameis out too.
Hey, my nigga Jameis don't throw the ball that short, bro. It's,
Go, go,
it's
go big or
downfield
go
or nothing,
home.
bro.
Man, that's why I thought he was gonna go to Pittsburgh. Man, that's all they do is throw downfield. So, but hey, all in all, I like our team, man. I think we did a good job. I feel like our team is balanced. That's probably the best way I would describe it. I mean, we got hella running backs, 6 wide receivers, like 5
Yeah,
tight
bro.
ends. So
It's good, bro. That's how it should look.
I like it. All right. All right, man. Let's get into this closing, man. So before we get into that, again, we do want to thank you guys for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to all your other podcasts and music at Dynasty Bros FF. Be sure to rate the podcast, give us some feedbacks. 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars. Leave some remarks. We want to continue to make this thing bigger and better and greater. Dot, where can I follow you at?
Hey, before I tell you where you can follow me at, if you leave a 1 star, please explain yourself. Let us know why you left a 1 star. If you leave 5, let us know why you left 5. Don't just go rate without giving us feedback. That's important. We're trying to find a way to make this better for y'all. So follow me at Dynasty Bro Dot on Twitter, Instagram, and I'm about to start my Facebook back up. So
Cool.
shout out to Dynasty Bro Big.
Yep. Glad to hear that. And all right, before we get out of here, let's always leave with a positive word. So that's something we like
You
to
didn't tell
do.
nobody where they can follow you, bro. I thought that's where you was going.
My bad. At Chief Sosa FF. That's where you can follow me at Chief Sosa FF. Instagram, Twitter. I'm heavy on the Twitter. Instagram, got some photos up there. Trying to do better on Instagram, but Twitter, yeah, you can catch me real time. But and if you got scouting reports, we don't have one today, but scouting reports is our music segment. Or if you got topics, feedback, I mean, we've been getting feedback through the email, so we appreciate that. If you got episode topics you want us to cover, email us at questions at dynastybrossff.com. So
True that. And we do always say something good to the people. Can't leave without doing that. Dynasty Bro Vic, you lead, bro. Say something good to the people, man. Make it good too.
yeah, I got a good one. I'm gonna say, don't be afraid to be great. So whatever you want to do, something that's been on your mind, whether it's a hobby, a project, a business venture, just start. There's no such thing as a perfect start. So yeah, just set your goals, lay down your framework, do your research, do your homework, try to get you some mentors, get you some peers, some colleagues that you can lean on for ideas, and just start, man. But don't be afraid to be great. So that's my positive word, and do your thing, and be yourself. That's the most importantly. Always be yourself too.
True that. True that. Stop procrastinating, man. Stop being lazy. Feeding off of your energy, man. Anything you want to do, man, go do it. The worst you can do is fail a little bit. I mean, shit, at least you tried. And that's important, man. And I feel like with the corona and everything going on, we're getting a second chance to stay at home a little longer and figure out yourself some more, man, and find out some ventures for yourself and what you want to do and find out how to better yourself. And I think it's important. So, put some work in on bettering yourself, man. I feel like you can do that every day. You should try to find a way every day to make yourself a better person. So stop procrastinating, stop being lazy. Just get to it. Whatever that is, get to it. I don't care how small it is, I don't care how big it is. So that's how this podcast came apart. I appreciate Vic for jumping that idea out there, and I feel like we done slam dunk that. So shout out to you, and we just been working, bro. So
Hey, appreciate y'all, man. I can't do this without y'all. Shout out to DJ Avo. Shout out to our listeners. Shout out to the fans, the fantasy football community. Everyone's been showing love. So it definitely helps when you're in a space where everybody's showing love. So we don't take that for granted. We definitely try to give that back as well. So yeah, man, I'm definitely excited and happy for the future. Looking
yeah,
forward to see what becomes of it. So I had too much
yeah.
wine, man. I usually have I
Come
usually
on,
drink
bro.
beer, man, but it's all good.
We got some guests coming up.
Yeah,
Um, we got we're going to go get on some more shows. We still got some. Can we talk about what we got going in August?
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's shout it out.
All right, man. We got a redraft show coming up, man, that we're going to be doing only with Black and White Sports. So,
You got to explain that. Black and White Sports is a network. So
it's a
we
network. It is a
need.
black guy and a white guy, but they're awesome, man. And they
Yeah,
have a network and they have an umbrella of everything they do. Like last time when we talked, so they do race car stuff.
yeah,
They have a race car,
iRacing.
yeah, and then they have just a regular sports podcast that covers everything. That's their main thing. They just told us they did a wrestling podcast, and then they reached out to us about doing a fantasy football podcast. And like what we do, we like what they do, so we started a partnership, man. So we do Dynasty heavy. I know we do our 4-minute offense every week to try to keep you guys posted with our quick feelings. But we're going to start doing a redraft episode, man. So stay tuned with that. We'll be able to. That'll be exclusively for them. So hopefully, you know, our listeners can go over there, rock with them, and then everything they got going over there, hopefully come over here and, sway this way. So I'm excited about that, bro. More
Yes.
recording.
Yep, same. And just so you guys know, we will be recording those redraft episodes from the Facebook page. It's just the audio won't be found under our name, be found under the Black and White Sports. So we're doing it exclusively for them, but you can still catch the live episodes on our Facebook page and on Periscope. So
And on Periscope, man. Hey, speaking of the N word, bro, you want to touch on the question that we got before we get
oh
out?
yeah, we did get a question too, and again, we appreciate all dialogue, all feedback. We did get a question earlier or feedback saying, you guys got great content, but why do you guys cuss so much? It takes away from the content, that you guys are delivering. So, moment of truth. When me and Dot sat down and we talked about this podcast, first, we did kind of revisit. We visited. Do we want to keep it clean? Do we want to cuss? And then what it came down to was we wanted a space where we could just be ourselves. So really, how I view this podcast, me and my bro, we love talking fantasy so much that we decided to do it in front of a microphone. But if this camera and microphone wasn't here, we'd be chopping it up just like how we do it. So we just wanted to just make this a closed door conversation, but we open it up to you guys just to sit in and just hear how the bros play fantasy football in the trenches. So that's what it comes down to. So I can say this as well, and I know you want to add on to it as well, Dot. But we do have professional filters, so we do know when to put that on. And as far as social media, you won't ever see me cussing up a storm. And even if someone says I have a bad take, and if they're cussing at me, cussing me out, you'll never see me return fire with cuss words. So, but from the week to week standpoint, we just being ourselves.
Yeah, and honestly, man, when I cut this camera on, it's hard for me to open you up to my thoughts. Even in just fantasy football, it's hard for me to open you up to the way I think and me trying to be genuinely honest without trying to be myself 100%. And just let you know if you appreciate the content and you like me, if you ever get around me, at least you already know what to expect. Like I'm not overly this way, I'm not overly that. I'm just completely exactly what you're seeing and what you're hearing. So hopefully you can appreciate that and just understand that we're just trying to be ourselves, man, without having to button that up. So If it's a little
Yep.
extreme, I apologize. I didn't think we were too extreme, so hopefully it's not that. I don't think that's the case, but I do appreciate the question,
Yeah.
and I hope our answer, kind of help, you know, make that be all right.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we know when to put on the professional filter too. So of course we're not going to go into a suit and tie meeting, cussing up a storm, but on a week to week basis, we're relaxing, we drinking, talking fantasy football. So that's just our style. That's really one of the reasons why we started it because Dot put
That's
me
all we
onto the
do
fantasy.
anyway, bro.
Yeah, you put me onto the fantasy football podcast. I done heard them all. I heard a lot of them. There's some great ones out there, but I didn't hear one that was like with this sauce, this flavor. So I feel like that's our lane. That's our opportunity. So yeah, that's what it comes down to. So, and had I found one, I probably wouldn't be sitting here. So,
Touche,
so yeah.
touche, mother.
No, we just kidding. All right, man. Hey, on that note, this has been another episode of the Dynasty Bros. Again, we want to thank you for listening. We're here to help you dominate your league, Dynasty Bro Styles. This is the Dynasty Show. We got a redraft show coming, so we'll help you dominate that too. Until next time, man. We'll be back at it again next week. We're going to talk.
We
We don't
dicey, bro.
usually. I was gonna leak the topic for next week, man. We don't usually leak the topics, but I figure I'll do it. Why not? But we're gonna talk co-GMing, some co-GM etiquettes, talk about some party fouls, and we're gonna have Dynasty Refinery on with Dynasty Dad and Jared. So looking forward to chopping up with those guys. So check them out, man. Early in advance. Check
Hey,
out Dynasty Refinery. Shout out to those guys.
touche. Hey, and they better bring some cuss words on next week. Thank y'all for listening to us, man. We appreciate it.
All right, man. And with that, we are out. Until next time, you got Dynasty Bro Dot. I said your name. And you got Dynasty Bro Vic. This is the Dynasty Bros. We'll be back.
Best beard in the podcast industry.
That too. I'm gonna walk out on that note.